I don't think King Charles is going to be offering an invitation to the coronation to Prince Harry or Meghan Markle. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spellbound, A Darker Shade of Black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller. Prince Harry and the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, have been asked to vacate Frogmore Cottage. Now, Frogmore Cottage was the official UK residence for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle when they were the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and performing their duties as members of the royal family. However, things have changed as related to the relationship between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and the royal family after they decided to vacate their royal titles and become common citizens. And as the Queen was alive, it looked like they were allowed to continue maintaining their residence at Frogmore Cottage. However, once the Queen wound up passing away, it looks like King Charles has a whole different plan for residency at Frogmore Cottage. Now, when I take a critical examination of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex being evicted from Frogmore Cottage, it looks like to me that King Charles is looking to take his respect back from an ungrateful son. Now, for the last year, Prince Harry has been going out here, going into the royal hamper, pulling out the king's skid mark drawers, and as he's been airing out that dirty laundry by showing the brown line in the back of the king's drawers, he has been going out here disrespecting his father, and it looks like to me that the king is looking to take his respect from an extremely ungrateful son. And it looks like to me that the new king of white supremacy is trying to assert his authority as a man on Prince Harry, because he's looking at this son who has gone out of his way to openly disrespect him and let him know who is the new ruler as related to the royal family. And that's what this whole request to vacate Frogmore Cottage is all about. It is all about the king going out here and showing him who not only wears the crown, but who also wears the drawers in the royal family. And the man who wears the drawers in the royal family looks like he's taking no shit from this ungrateful son who has actively gone out here and willfully disrespected him by going out here and airing out all of their dirty business in the royal family. First, by going out here and having that interview with Oprah Winfrey, making all of these allegations that Meghan Markle was mistreated, and then going out here and making that Netflix documentary, airing more dirty laundry as related to the skid mark drawers of the prince when he was the prince, and then further coming out here with the book Spare about the heir nobody cares about. And now Prince Charles, who is now on his way to becoming King Charles III, is now going to let him know who is the ruler in the royal family, and as the one looking to show them who the real ruler is of the royal family, he is now letting his son know that if you don't want to be a part of the royal family and show the king his respect, then you will not be allowed to have any of the privileges of being a part of the royal family. And that's what this whole request to leave the Frogmore Cottage is all about. It's all about letting a son know who the man is in the royal family and who is the one who he needs to show respect for. That is basically what this request is all about, because I think King Charles has basically had enough of Prince Harry and his dysfunctional antics, because Prince Harry not only has gone out here and participated in this series of exposures of skid mark drawers, he then is now getting ready to do a live stream with a therapist where he's looking to unload all of his emotional baggage, basically looking to go out here and air more dirty laundry, talking about how bad things are in the family. And if this is the case, the king is going out here looking to let Prince Harry know that if you want to go out here and air skid mark drawers, you will be washed right out of the royal family and all of the privileges of the royal family. Now, Prince Harry and the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, are awestruck at this whole request because they never thought that there would be any sort of consequences for their actions, and they didn't understand that this is just the effect of the cause they have been making as related to airing dirty laundry on the royal family. Now, the prince and his wife spent lots of money renovating this cottage because this cottage basically wasn't good enough for the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, who came in with her Americanized and feminist views as related to life in the royal family. Now, this Frogmore Cottage was a place that the Queen lived in for many years, and many other royals enjoyed the amenities of this place, but it wasn't good enough for the American Princess, Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, and with her high-maintenance ideas, she wanted to renovate this entire cottage, and she renovated this entire cottage spending millions of royal dollars on this whole property. And now that the property is a part of the royal family, they are saying that they basically will give her that little bit of change to get them out of their life. And basically, they are claiming that they want this money back, but this is small money for King Charles, because King Charles basically is going out here demanding the intangible of respect. And as he's demanding the intangible of respect, he's going out here and willing to give them that little bit of small change, because $3 million, $5 million, this is nothing for the king of white supremacy, the king of king and lord of lords of white men. This means absolutely nothing to the king of king and lord of lords of white men, who values the intangible of respect more than anything out here. Because for the king of white supremacy, his respect and his intangible of respect is the most important thing, and that's what he's looking to take from Prince Harry. He's looking to take his respect, and he's looking to take that respect by saying, if you're going to be in the royal family, you're going to be in the royal family on my terms, and you are going to be in this royal family following the terms of the king. And that's why he's evicting Prince Harry and the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle. This is a punishment for all of their ratchet schemes that they have participated in over the course of the year, going out here, going into the hamper of King Charles, airing out all of his skid mark jockey drawers, airing out all of his brown lines in the back, letting everybody know that the king's shit stinks, and now the king is out here letting him know that he's taking no more shit from Prince Harry, and now he's letting him know that if you want to go out here and be your own man, you're going to go out here and be your own man all by yourself. You can go out here and find your own place. You can go out here, get your own security. You can go out here and get your own residence. And when you travel to the UK, you are going to be traveling on your own. That is the message that King Charles is sending by asking Prince Harry and the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle. That's the official statement made by the royal family, but I believe the actual statement by King Charles is, get the fuck out my house with that bullshit. I believe that was the actual statement made by King Charles. Once he realized that now the Queen has passed, he is going to put a foot square dead in the ass of Prince Harry and the Duchesses of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, as he's had enough of the disrespect shown to him by this ungrateful prince, who is still out here looking to go out here and get even with his father because he still has daddy issues as related to his late mom, and he's still angry at his father for going out here and having a side piece on his mom, and he's still angry that his father treated the royal side piece better than his mom, and he's looking to get this revenge. But as he's looking to get this revenge, he doesn't understand that the king is out here to show him who is the man in white supremacy, who is the first man in white supremacy, who is the ruler of white supremacy, who is the king of kings and lord of lords of white men, and who Prince Harry needs to submit to be a part of white supremacy. Because if he wants to go outside of white supremacy, he's looking to show him that when I am, as the first ruler of white supremacy, I'm not going to take any disrespect. And this is the message being sent to Prince Harry, and this is why I believe possibly there ain't gonna be no invitation to the coronation for Prince Harry and the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle. I believe that the king is out here looking to again assert his authority as the ruler of white supremacy, and he's looking to send a message to everyone that he is the ruler of white supremacy by going out here and bringing the hammer down on Prince Harry, by kicking him out, by saying, if you want to be your own man outside of white supremacy, then you can go out here and make your own way. And as he's out here, he's looking to again let him know who wears the crown, not only the crown, but who wears the drawers in the royal family. And he's letting him know that he has the balls in those drawers next to the skid mark in those drawers. So he's letting him know who the man is. And what's really interesting that is quite troubling to me is that another royal who was basically kicked out of the royal family by the Queen, Prince Andrew, has been offered the Frogmore Cottage. And again, even though Prince Andrew was associated allegedly with Jeffrey Epstein, Prince Charles is basically letting his brother come back because his brother knows his role in white supremacy, and he knows his place in white supremacy. And because he knows his place in white supremacy, he is letting him have that cottage in white supremacy, because he is, even though the Queen has gone out here and kicked him out of the family, he still has privilege, because King Charles basically is going to look out for a brother who will submit to him. And as he looks out for the brother who is out to submit to him in his order, he is looking to send a message to his son about the unwritten rules of white supremacy. And those unwritten rules of white supremacy are: you do not challenge the authority of the king of white supremacy. No, you do not challenge the king of white supremacy. You do not disrespect the king of white supremacy. And there are consequences for disrespecting the king of white supremacy, the king of kings and lord of lords of white men. The one thing that you do, if you are a member of the family, do, is you show the king his respect. And if you don't show the king his respect, he will go out here and impose penalties on you. And that is what is shown here happening to Prince Harry, who seems to again still have this grudge against his father, not understanding that if you are part of the first family of white supremacy, you have to follow the rules of the family, or you will be punished to the fullest extent of the unwritten social laws. That is what's happening right now to Prince Harry and the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, who are seeing their ratchet scheme basically fall apart around them. And they're seeing their scheme fall apart around them because the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, thought she could run game on the king, not understanding when you are challenging the king of kings and lord of lords of white men, you are destined to lose, because when you challenge the king of kings and lord of lords of white men by going and agreeing to his terms, you are basically going to wind up losing the game, and you're going to wind up being treated like a peon in society. Now, if you'd like to see me do more videos about the royal family, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. And if you would like to pick up some of my action-packed fantasy fiction about the ancient Egyptian royal family in the Isis series, the Easteme series, and stories in the John Haynes series, and the books of the Spinsterella trilogy, and novels like The Thetas or Recipe for Success, and my vampire novel Eternal Night, you can find all of those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them at other online booksellers like Smashwords, the iBookstore, and Google Play. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spinsterella. Discover the dark side of love in this goth and lovely romance with Spinsterella. Get Spinsterella in paperback and e-readers at your favorite online bookseller today.